A big thanks to everyone who has supported the channel this year, doing my first live video, so hopefully everything is coming out well. I've got no idea what is filming over there. So big thanks to everyone who has subscribed. In the last 12 months I have built a RC channel, all those that have followed. We've grown a fair bit from basically no subscribers up to around 1,560 nearly. In the last 12 months. Big thank you to everyone who has subscribed. Just want to say Merry Christmas, wish everybody a Happy New Year. Hopefully 2021 is better to us all, and we can get over this whole virus and pandemic thing. So today's live video, I really wanted just to go through my wrap up for the year. Wish everybody a Merry Christmas, and when I'm talking wrap up for the year, look at some of the cars that have really stood out for me this year. Most of them are the ones that appear behind me on the wall, but I have a lot of other cars, a lot of new in box, both re-release and vintage that I continually buy in the background, not only to feature on the channel, but to build off the channel and and collect, I guess, as well. So give me a big shout out there. Hit like, hit subscribe, tell everyone you know. Before we go any further and dive into some of the cars, big thank you to everyone who has helped me along the way. So I guess some of the main people, Gavin from RC Kicks, helped me a lot in regards to setting up camera work and basically some advice on what to buy and what not as well. And of course Glenn from Tamiya Legends. So he's obviously also helped in a very similar way. So let's get on to some of the cars that have really stood out for me this year. So I've got a whole heap of cars on a bench in front of me that I'll go through first, and then I'll pick off some on the wall. So while we're doing this, if you are new to the channel, like and subscribe. I've got a Facebook and Instagram group as well, so go over there and check those out. So first up, the Losi Mini T 2.0. Now this was a bit of a surprising car. This is the brushless one, so absolute loads of fun, comes ready to run with a LiPo battery. I recently did a video of that on the channel, so you can check that out. Loads of fun, loads of power, and an absolute handful to keep the front wheels on the ground, so that's an awesome car for the year. Now I'm going to step over to my, I've got a lot of cool cars and I'm going to show you a lot of very cool cars today, but one of my all-time, it was my first ever remote control car I ever had, and I absolutely love them. And I think it's just because it's got that nostalgia, takes me back about 16 years ago for my first ever car, the Tamiya Stadium Raider. Now I do have new in box ones of these, plus I have a full original one. I've got my original one that I've got, plus I've got a few others that I've collected over the years. Now that cool sort of stadium truck body. Now obviously the box art is yellow. It's up above me, I can't even get to it without a ladder, so I'll just show you this one. This one here, pretty standard, oil shocks, and just a TEU 101, so just some sort of Tamiya basic upgrades. The hardest thing to find on these cars is the rims. Now the tyres, they're just Top Force front tyres, they're easy to buy, but you have got the rims. I think they were a one-off rim, only for the Stadium Raider. They are as rare as anything. The 5 Stadium Raiders that I've got all have the rims, so that's an awesome thing to have. And this one here, it's got a few hop-ups on it, so we've got the adjustable turnbuckle steering and the CVA shocks. My other one that is my original car has different carbon fibre battery holder and all sorts of other bits and pieces as well. So then we'll go over to a car that I haven't actually featured on the channel yet, but I've been meaning to get it out, but then I just get sort of waylaid with a lot of other projects, is this cool little MF01X, the Suzuki Jimny. So I figured that I'd do something a little bit different. and I went with a Rothmans sort of rally inspired body on this one. As you can see, it's come up quite nicely. They're just some decals that I've cut and sort of created to make fit this body. So this is coming up in 2021. I'm going to get this one out. I'll do a feature video on it, but as you can see, I've just left it pretty standard on the inside. I bought this car actually off a local Gumtree trading site here in Australia. I got it for $60. I bought a new chassis for it, rebuilt it. It's got oil shocks, and when I opened it up, it actually has front and rear ball diffs in it as well. And if you try and buy those ball diffs, it'll probably cost you about $80 odd. So absolute awesome score with this one. So that was probably my best score for the year. Well, one of the best ones in relation to RC. Talking of the best value cars for the year, has to be this one. So the Thundershot. Now I didn't really know a lot about this car. I do have a few of these cars, and just thought it was another Thundershot. It was going cheap on eBay, and then it all arrived, and then I basically was gobsmacked. So this here is a complete kit. Now they came with the CP1 unit, the ad spec radio gear, old school radio gear with the lap timer and everything on it. So I've got all of that. I've got the original manual. So I've got everything bar the box, and this is in immaculate condition. It's got a Technigold motor in it, full complete, full runner, and it hasn't actually been used that much at all. So that was a very, very awesome car. I have actually seen one of these come up new in box, and someone was asking like 15 grand for it. Personally don't think it's worth that, but it's definitely a very rare car. I did some digging on the complete kit version. Apparently there was 100 of them made worldwide. They didn't sell because they were a ridiculous amount of money. Back in the 80s, I think it was something around about $1,000. So if you think about $1,000 odd in the 80s compared to now, that's a lot of money. So very, very difficult to find one of these, and quite a collector's item. So very, very fortunate to have this in the collection. You can see that it has the dual shock front end upgrade and the wing upgrade on it as well. It's got that full ad spec radio gear, plus it has the Technigold motor. So I got that off eBay for $245. You can't even buy the remote for under $400 on eBay, and even that's even with the lap timer broken. So that was an awesome find. Very, very happy with that. Moving on to another awesome find that I got was this original Super Sabre. Now I really wish Tamiya would re-release this kit. It's I absolutely love it. You know, it's got that sort of space tech. Well, obviously space tech is one of the stickers on it. It's got that really, really space-inspired body to it. It's basically a Hot Shot 2, but sort of like a more basic version. So it's got that dual sort of shocks and the front shock on the front. Now, when I say Hot Shot 2, a lot of people are going to say, oh no, it's not, it's not. Yeah, it's not. But the burgundy shocks and the dual burgundy shock setup on the rear of the Super Sabre is directly off a Hot Shot 2. So if you had one of these and combined it with, say, a Super Hot Shot or a Hot Shot, you could easily make a Hot Shot 2 if you really wanted to. But I really like the Super Sabre. Awesome looking kit, and I really wish that Tamiya would re-release it. Picked that one up for about 125 Australian off eBay as well. So when I say I picked these up, this is probably going back well before COVID. I probably bought that one more than 12 months ago. So yeah, before prices really went crazy. Now, just to sort of switch it up to something recently I built, the VQS. Awesome bit of kit this. I've done a few videos on this. I've done the high caps. I've got the Avanti driver in there. Now with the Avanti driver, to mount it in the VQS, you need to use the normal VQS driver's head, so you can screw that in through the top of the cockpit. I put that GT tuned motor there. If you want to check out that, head over to the build video, unboxing video, and I don't have it with me, it's upstairs. I did that black edition that I'm giving away on the channel, so go and watch that giveaway video and enter, subscribe obviously and enter. Now, something completely different that I bought, and I've ended up buying about 4 other F1 cars, some other vintage ones. The F104 Pro. Now, awesome car. I did a Ferrari inspired theme on this one. I put the Formula tuned motor. Again, all these cars I've covered on the channel, so you can go and check that out. This F104 Pro is an absolutely beautiful chassis. I've upgraded the wheels and tyres, so the factory wheels are black and they've got sort of hard rubber tyres. I've got the option wheels and the soft tyres on that, so I'm planning to get this one out in 2021 for a run video for everyone on the channel. So that's most of the cars in front of me here. I'll switch over to one that I've done the body on, and I'll do an unboxing and build it on the channel. And it's just recently been discontinued, so I hear. So Schumacher's discontinued the Top Cat and the XLS, so this is obviously a cool kit. I picked this one up for pretty much retail, and when I did get it I noticed that the body was damaged. Now the shop actually opened all the other ones and it was damaged just from packaging. They had it was rubbing on the chassis plate. The supplier was awesome and actually gave me another body, so that was cool. So that's coming up on the channel. I've already, like I said, because I got that other body, I've already painted the other body. So I've done a custom sort of XLS Top Cat themed body. As you can see, I've done that sort of XLS paint theme, and I've actually bought the Cat XLS wing to put on it. So I think that that's going to look awesome on the car. Hopefully I've got everything in the camera lens, guys, because I've got no idea. First time I've ever done a live video. So yeah, that should look cool on the car, and I've also got the factory body, so I may do something special with that body as well. But that's coming up on the channel, and that's going to look awesome once it's built. What else have we got behind me here? I'll run through some of these in a minute. So another cool car that's very, very rare, you don't see a lot of them, the Dash 1 Emperor. Now this is on the Thundershot series car. Again, I've done a full video on this. Got the gold wheels, again, pretty rare. A lot of them came up recently for sale online. I snapped a few pairs up, and yeah, absolutely awesome. I bought them off a guy that was selling a whole heap of Thundershot parts overseas, pretty cheap actually. Right at the start of COVID, I got some awesome prices off him. So that's basically a comical body that Tamiya released for either the Grasshopper or the Thundershot series car. So yeah, that's a cool car. Not really a runner. It's probably going to be just for the shelf. And just because it is a bit of a comical car, if you have watched that build video on this one, I put one of the latest comical driver figures in there as well, just to sort of give it that sort of more of a comical look. So that's an actual pretty cool car. Something that I've been talking about for ages on the channel, I bought a whole host of Falcons. It comprised of, I'll just grab it, this complete brand new never run Falcon, absolutely mint condition. It's got full vintage electronics and everything in it. I've sort of just left it as it is for a shelf display piece. I've got the original decals as well, but I probably won't put them on there because I do plan on building a runner Falcon. Now I'll just pop this back. So this is my project runner Falcon that will be featured on the channel next year. The body's in pretty good condition. I've got some other decals. I'm going to go through sort of how to restore a body. Just needs a bit of a polish and a clean up, as you can see. But as you can see, inside this car, I've got just about every single Ampro engineering part that you can stick on this car. Now for a Falcon, this is a great condition car. It's had seen some use, but everything's complete. There's nothing really broken on the car, but I'm going to sort of upgrade everything and turn it into a full solid runner with all the M-Pro goodies, as you can see in there. So that's something cool that I kind of bought all the parts and got sidetracked because I just bought too many other cars. So that's coming on the channel in 2021. And what else have we got here? One car that I wish Tamiya would actually re-release, but they haven't, because they gave us the Terra Scorcher. Now that's an original, but I do have a re-re, just haven't built it yet. So they're giving us the Terra Scorcher. They've just announced the Fire Dragon. This is an original Fire Dragon. I do have a re-release Fire Dragon new in box as well. So yeah, they've just announced this one. They've already re-released the Thundershot. They've re-released the Terra Scorcher. So it would be nice if Tamiya re-released the Thunder Dragon. Now I have this beautiful sort of original Thunder Dragon. Got the Techni power motor. It's full manual speed control setup. I do drive it. It's an awesome car. Awesome looking car as well. I've got a new body, decals, all original, everything to do a full restore on this, but I just think it looks very, very cool. This was built by someone else and it's very period correct, and it's got a bit of sort of heritage to it, and I just think sometimes with RC cars, a lot of people restore them that much that they're basically a re-released car, and they kind of lose that character. So that's a car that I'm probably just going to leave as is. But I would love Tamiya to re-release the Thunder Dragon. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Now I'll talk about a few other cars just because I don't want to ramble on for too long. But give everyone big like, thumbs up, subscribe, whatever you can do on this live thing. Never done a live video before, guys, but hopefully it's not that bad. Nova Fox, this is a re-release. Beautiful car, beautiful kit, went together fine. I'm on to my third gearbox. Now I've got no idea what's happening with the gearbox in this car. I take it runs fine. I've currently just pulled this gearbox apart. The diff in it's stripped again. It does run. You wouldn't know that it is stripped, but I've actually seen a few other people, have had people contact me having the same problem. So I don't know really what's going on with these Nova Fox re-releases, whether there was an issue with the batch of them, something to do with gearbox casing. A friend of mine actually had the same problems and has replaced the gearbox casings and everything and has stripped their gearbox again. But again, this drives. I did a run video on this and you know it's completely fine. There's nothing wrong with it whatsoever, so I've got no idea what's going on with it. This is a cool car that I built on the channel going back a while ago now. The Top Force Evo Tribute car. Now, RC Mart did a great package with the high caps, everything that you needed to basically build an Evo. Cost me about just over $500. Left that one clear. Now these are just the white wheels. I dyed them with Rip Dye. They came out awesome. I've also built a Terra Conqueror Tribute car as well. They're Rip Dyed tyres and body shell MCI Racing decals. Now, MCI decals on this one, I think they look alright. This is an awesome car. I reckon this is probably one of the best driving Tamiya kits I have. This car is just an absolute awesome kit to drive. Highly recommend anyone get a Top Force. So yeah, let me know what you think down below. If anyone else has got a Top Force, would you recommend it? I would. Now something different than Tamiya. I've acquired probably 6 Kyosho kits this year. Scorpion, Turbo Scorpion, Optima, all the jazz, and the Tomahawk. So this was my first Kyosho kit that I ever built and absolutely fell in love with it, hence why I've then since gone and bought a whole heap of others. Beautiful, as you can see, a lot of alloy metal parts, and you do pay. I mean, as a child, as a teenager, I never really bought Kyosho cars because they were a fair bit more expensive. But you know, now later in life, where I have the money that I can spend on these things, I now see the value that you get in these kits. Absolutely awesome. So that's cool. You'll see a lot more Kyosho on the channel in 2021. Now, another cool car that I built, and this drives absolutely awesome. The Tamiya Baja Champ. Now, a lot of people bag the TL01 chassis, say it's awful, but I mean this car here, rebuilt ball bearings, new body, you know, we've added the quick release carbon battery holder, oil shocks. It's actually a beautiful car. Got the Plasma Edge 2 rims on it just to sort of match the decals that I've put on it. I did a run video on this with the brushless setup in it, and it absolutely rips. It handles beautifully, and it just took everything I put at it that day. Now, you know, if anyone really wants to bag the TL01 out, I mean, yeah, a lot of people bag it out because it's a basic chassis, but you know what I mean, like, if I had to take this, or say, yeah, the DF01 or some of the other buggies that I've got out, this would absolutely eat them for breakfast. Now, yeah, it's not technically a very high-tech kit, but it's just a no-frills, gets the job done kit, and I absolutely love it. So, I actually had a TTO2 buggy. This eats the TTO2B all day long. I'd much prefer this. And I actually sold the buggy, TTO2 buggy, because yeah, it just was pretty awful actually. Needed a lot of money thrown at it to make it good. But hey, everyone's different. I like cars that other people don't like, so it's a hobby. I appreciate all RC, so yeah, each to their own. What else have we got? I've got an awesome Madcap, but again, I don't have my ladder in here to actually get up to it. But that was a beautiful build on the channel. I did a video on it, so you can check that one out. I'll finish up with these three cars because I mean, this car, the Striker, it's a very basic car, and again, a lot of people will say that it's awful. I do believe it was awful back in the day. They didn't sell many numbers, and yeah, it's sort of a Marmite car that people say. Now, I have restored this absolutely beautifully. I love the driver figure in it. The decals, everything is brand new on this car. I went with a period sort of correct black sport tuned motor. Now, when I say, oh, sorry guys, period correct, there are some changes. I've got the Wild One wheels and tyres, but actually on the hop-up items for the Sonic Fighter, this one here, which basically is the same car, different sort of cockpit on the top, the Wild One wheels and tyres are an option hop-up. So, so yeah, it's, you know, and I put the Fire Dragon shock towers on here as well, and I've put CVA oil shocks on it as well. Now, I've put everything's brand new on this kit, and I absolutely love it. Now, yeah, if anyone can get hold of one of these, they have gone up in value like you would not believe. Parts are getting very, very difficult to find. So that's the Sonic, that's the Striker, sorry, absolutely beautiful RC car. Now, there was the Sonic Fighter, the Striker, and Tamiya also did a sort of collaboration apparently with Futaba with the FX10. Now this is another beautiful car. Again, basic car, but very, very, yeah, I guess super rare. And I have seen some pretty awful examples of these sell for big dollars online. So this is, again, a pretty immaculate FX10. I've got a sort of period correct Yokomo motor in there. Wheels and tyres are original, so a little bit different than the Tamiya. And the thing I like about this car, yeah, I don't have the body on, is that when I built this, I sort of kept a fake sort of manual speed controller set up in there. I've got a Futaba ESC in the back, like an old vintage one. So this car has come together absolutely awesome. Yeah, really love this car. I've actually got a Team CRP front end upgrade to go on this car as well. So that I'll look forward to doing that next year. So that's another project coming up on the channel. Again, very basic car, but at the moment you would not. I don't think you would struggle to find one in this condition. And that's basically, I've restored that to pretty much brand new. So that's come up awesome. So let me know what you think of the FX10. If anyone's got one, chuck some comments down below. It's an awful car to drive, but very rare. So this is the last car I'll talk about, just because I don't want to go on for too long and bore everybody. But hopefully you're enjoying the video, the live video. First live video for the channel. If you want to see some more live videos, let me know. I've got a whole heap of other cars that I can run through in a live video chat as well. So this is the Sonic Fighter. Again, related to the other two cars I was just talking about. This one comes with the oil shock standard. Again, it's got the upgraded motor, the Technigold motor in there. This car absolutely rips. So I did some pretty cool things with this one. So I've got an old LRP Sprinter ESC in there. Goes quite nicely. And when I say I did some cool things, you can sort of see that I've got this sort of camo effect fighter jet paint job that that's on the car. Now I actually didn't do this. It was already painted when I got it. And can you believe it? I bought this whole car for $90. Again, pre-COVID, and again, before these become actually rare. Now I've done the driver figure there. I've always sort of thought that it was missing a seat. So I've actually made a bit of a seat, I don't know if you can see that there, for him to sit on. So I think that's pretty cool. Adds a bit of a custom flair to the RC. Again, beautiful condition. I've driven it outside a couple of times, but as you can see, it's pretty much brand new. And I've got another one of these new in box, the complete kit. So it's got that ad spec and all that as well. So awesome car, and yeah, absolutely pleased to have it in the collection. So I'll leave it there for tonight's video. As always, hit like and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram, Facebook and whatnot. Thanks for watching my sort of wrap up for the year of the cars that I've really enjoyed building on the channel. Now there's a whole lot of other ones as well, but I don't want to go on and on and on. So yeah, that's me for 2020. Hope everyone has enjoyed the channel, and anyone that's new to the channel, thank you very much for supporting. Don't forget that VQS giveaway. You can check out the video for that one on the channel. And I look forward to bringing all of these new projects plus some run videos of some of the cars that I've shown you tonight to the channel in 2021. But until then, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, everybody stay safe out there in the world, and yeah, I'll be back next year for some more RC fun. So until then, I'll catch you then guys, bye.